What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on? Me,
Caleb,
and
Jakey.
Crazy Jakey. We're coming here to talk to you about Ixalan.
Coming at you live.
Not live.
Not live.
Not live. Ixalan comes out this weekend.
Well, next weekend.
This upcoming. Well, they're gonna probably come out.
It's pre-release.
Pre-release comes out
this weekend.
This weekend, September 23rd. Midnight release, as well as Saturday and Sunday. And then the set releases the week after, September 29th. Very excited. We just want to run down a little bit of what it's going to have. So first, let's talk about the creature types.
We have pirates, my personal favorite.
Dinosaurs, a lot of people's favorites. A lot of people are liking the dinosaurs.
Also have merfolk, which is a already established modern day. So.
And then vampires, which is a very established archetype as well. Pirates. And we have this really cool card for pirates that's coming out. Admiral Beckett Brass. It's not a very pirate name. It seems like he was probably like part of like the government and then was like, nah, screw this.
I want that treasure, man.
I want that.
Oh my god, you can't say that. Anyway, what it does, it's a 4-drop. Grixis colors in 1.
Grixis colors, blue, black, red, and 1. Other pirates you control get +1/+1, which is cool.
At the beginning of the end step, gain control of target non-land permanent controlled by the player who has dealt damage by 3 pirates.
So this is going to make a huge impact on, in my opinion, standard and commander. First off, that's an awesome commander. It's only a 4-drop, and the fact that if there's enough pirate support in this set and then the next set, we can probably make it pretty. Grixis is a really strong color, so
it also is a 3/3 instead of a 2/2, which is also not bad in standard. So it's not gonna get magma shrink.
It's gonna be hard to fatal push it. So, anyways, on dinosaurs, this may be one of the strongest cards in the whole set.
It's a dinosaur, so yeah, it's pretty strong, Jake.
Yeah. It's a T-Rex. It's a Gishath, the sun's avatar. It's 9 colors: red, green, white, and 5. That's an 8-drop.
It has trample, vigilance, and haste. Because why not?
Yep.
It's
so
a 7/6 body.
So at 8 mana, 7/6 body with trample, vigilance, and haste. That's pretty fair for 8 mana. Alone.
Plus,
but there's more. Wait
for it.
There's more.
What else does it have, Jake?
What else does it have? Well, whenever it does damage to a player, you reveal that many cards from the top of your library and put any number of dinosaur cards revealed this way into play. Free dinosaurs, because, and like, he's not going to do damage.
Trample?
Yeah, with trample and 7 power.
Yeah, it's you're getting a couple dinosaurs.
You're probably getting a dinosaur or 2 or 7.
It's very possible.
1 to 7 dinosaurs. So that's gonna warp standard. There's a lot of reanimation spells.
And you're not pushing that. You're not fatal pushing that.
Not fatally. You'll try to push it.
They pushed it.
And it'll push back harder.
Okay, so what do we got for vampires?
Vampires. I really like this card, although I don't think it's going to have any impact on anything but Commander. Vona, the Butcher of Megan. Megan.
White, black, and 3.
Megan. So a 5-drop 4/4, Vigilance and Lifelink. Tap, pay 7 life, and destroy target non-land permanent. Only on your turn. I hate the only on your turn part.
Yeah, if it wasn't only on your turn. Because you have Vigilance, so...
Yeah, so you swing, gain some life back. On their turn, pay 7 life, tap it. Ideally, that would be how it works.
But I'm sure that's...
And if it was that way, I would suggest that it would see standard play.
It could. Yeah.
But and a 5-drop 4/4 Vigilance Lifelink. Blood Baron is kind of like that. So
it could. It's legendary, so you can't really get multiples. But it's a 4/4 body for 5 with 2.
Yeah, but paying 7 life is really dangerous in standard.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Especially when you have mono red going on.
Mono red burn. Merfolk, and this one again is, I think, only a commander card. Tishana, Voice of Thunder.
It's a 7-drop, Simic colors, blue black or blue blue green and 5.
Her power and toughness is equal to the number of cards in your hand. I immediately think that's bad for 7 mana because even in decks that want more cards in their hand don't typically have more than 7.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 7/7 for 7.
Yeah, but it does have no maximum hand size, so you can kind of like combo more cards in your hand. But when it enters the battlefield, you do draw a card for each creature you control. That's pretty cool.
Which isn't. It fills your hand, but like, I don't know if it's gonna be quite.
It doesn't impact the game after that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, and it doesn't have any evasion, so it doesn't have like trample or something.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a good draw spell essentially. So again, I don't see anything but not even as a commander, just in a commander deck that runs these colors and a lot of creatures, maybe like Animar. Let's talk about the Planeswalkers that's going to be in this set. We see someone that we have not seen in quite some time.
We have Vraska, Relic Seeker?
Vraska, the Gorgon Planeswalker from Ravnica. She has got to Ixalan somehow, rallied some pirates, and they're looking for some treasure. She's pretty powerful. She's 4 black green.
Comes with 6 loyalty.
6 loyalty. I think all her abilities are relevant. Her +2 create a 2/2 black pirate creature with menace. So right there, she's protecting herself a little bit.
And then she has -3, destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment, and then you get a treasure.
We'll go through treasures in a little bit. So that again, protecting herself with her negative ability as well. Then her -10, target player's life becomes 1. And when you're making menace creatures and you have a black green, you have a lot of other creatures.
Sign and blood them. I don't know, whatever you want. 1 life is pretty easy to take.
I mean, you bring it down to 1 life, you're probably gonna win.
I would hope.
And you're probably doing it before combat that turn. So she's pretty strong. She is 6 mana though, but she's in the right colors to be 6 mana.
Yeah, so it's not.
Black green's very heavy on removal. So with Vraska comes her best friend.
We got Jace.
We got Jace. We got another Jace.
Another 3-drop Planeswalker.
Jace, Cunning Castaway. This, to me, is one of the most interesting things they're doing with Magic because they're changing Planeswalkers. It seems mainly due to this card in particular. So, first off, the Planeswalker rule that's changing when Ixalan comes out is that you can have multiple Planeswalkers with the same type but different names. So multiple Jaces as long as they're not the same exact card. And so they're legendary Planeswalkers now. And this Jace is 2 blue and 1. I really like this card.
Yeah,
her +1 is whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and discard a card. So looting in blue, it's always pretty strong. -2.
-2 is create a 2/2 blue illusion token that has, whenever it becomes a target of a spell, sacrifice.
Not ability though.
Not
I
ability.
think
that's
important for illusion. So it's protecting itself a little bit. His ultimate. So he comes in with 3 loyalty, his ultimate's only 5. And this is really cool. Create 2 tokens that are copies of Jace Cunning Castaway, except they're not legendary. So you can have 2. He duplicates himself, which he's done in lore multiple times with illusions of himself. And this is really cool. For multiple reasons. If you have doubling season. Doubling season with this is infinite Jaces. This is made because it comes in with 6 loyalty counters, and you can -5, and then the 2 that come in with that each come in with 6.
So it's also an infinite 2/2 illusion.
Exponentially. So yeah, so you can make like 500,000 Jaces, make 100,000 2/2s, and swing next turn for the win, which is obviously a commander. It's a very cute modern deck. Doubling Season's always been a fringe modern deck, but it's got a really good win con now. One more Planeswalker. We got 3 Planeswalkers this set. It's a new one. Probably home to Ixalan. Huatli. I think it's Huatli. Warrior Poet.
It's a 5-drop, Boros colors, so it's red, white, and 3. It comes with 3 loyalty counters, which is kind of low for a 5-drop Planeswalker. But It has a +2 that you gain life equal to the greatest power amongst creatures you control. So that. I mean,
yeah, I mean that's okay.
In red white, I mean, you get life gains.
I mean,
common.
we have cards like Crescent Sunmare, where you gain life. In the end step, you can create a horse.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple ways in Standard to break life gain. Her 0 ability is create a 3/3 dinosaur with trample. She's a dinosaur planeswalker.
Yeah,
essentially. So all 3 planeswalkers make creatures. Her -X, which I think would be the most beneficial for Standard. It's deal X damage divided as you choose to any number of target creatures. Those creatures can't block this turn. So when you pump her up enough, and then just ping all the creatures by 1, and then swing in all your creatures.
Because you're gonna have dinosaurs, so like you're gonna be
dinosaurs. Yeah.
You're gonna be.
I think she might find a home in a dinosaur deck. I think Vraska will obviously see a home in a blue-black deck. I think Jace might not find a Standard home.
I don't think in Standard, but
I don't think he'll find a Modern home.
But Commander will be played.
Because someone will try to break that.
Oh yeah.
Commander. If Jace will see playing anything else other than Commander, it will be Standard because it's a 3-drop planeswalker.
Yeah, 3-drop planeswalkers are pretty darn good.
With Ixalan or with the new set, there's always new abilities. We got 2 new abilities and 1 returning ability. The returning ability is, from all I remember, it was in Cons.
Yeah.
It's in Cons. It's called Raid. Whenever it triggers, basically, if you attack with a creature this turn. So usually in the second main, or whenever if it's an enter the battlefield, you want to use it in the second main.
Yeah, it's definitely mostly used in the second main thing.
Then we have Explore. When it triggers, however it triggers, you look at the top card of your library, or you reveal it. If it's a land, you put it in your hand. If not, you may keep it on top, put it in the graveyard, and put a 1/1 on the creature that triggered it.
So it's kind of like a scry if it's an on-land, and if it's a land, you just draw a card. So it's
right. There's one creature that's, I think, gonna really use this card in Standard. It's a 1-drop. I forgot his name, but it's a 1. I'll post it. There'll be a picture of it right there. It's a 1-drop creature that has an ability where you pay 2 black and tap it, and you exile 2 cards out of your opponent's graveyard, and you explore. I find that to be probably one of the most usable ones.
Because there's a lot of graveyard interaction in Standard. So,
yeah.
Like Scrap Heap, stuff like that.
And Explore gives you essentially a scry, at least. So it is a card advantage. So as long as your opponent's putting things in the graveyard, which a lot of decks do now, you should be fine with that. And Rage is like the dinosaur ability. Triggers whenever they take damage. So like when this creature takes damage, this happens.
I know there's one that says you just draw a card.
Yeah, whenever this creature.
It's like a 4-drop dinosaur or something.
Yeah, whenever this creature deals damage, gets dealt damage, draw a card. There's one that puts 1/1 counters on each of your creatures. It's really cool.
It's a cool ability. New things, we have Treasure.
So, like I said, Vraska made Treasure. What a treasure is a colorless token that taps, sacrifices, and adds 1 mana of any color.
And it is an artifact. So
it is an artifact.
So that could be one.
Well, yeah, because you got like Tezzeret and stuff still in Standard, yeah, and improvise. And they mana ramp you as well. So we have the return of check lands.
Yep, that's super good for mana fixing since we're losing the
Shadow of Innistrad lands and the Zendikar lands and the man lands.
Yeah, so it's
losing three dual lands that were played, considerably played at least. These dual lands are going to fit really well because the dual lands in Amonkhet are
the opposite of them. Or
they're the same. They're the same as the check lands that are being printed.
Oh yeah, yep.
So they're the same. Is it enemy or ally?
They're I think.
They are the same.
They're the same. Either they're enemies or they're allies. One of the two.
Regardless, of the same. And so, but the ones in the Amonkhet have the tagline mountain plains, whatever.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, the cycle lands have that. And the check lands say they come in the battlefield tapped and lets you control one of those. So they work really well together. Once you put the cycle lands in first, check lands come in untapped, cycle lands get cycled later. So it's really nice. Really nice mana fixing.
Well, we also have the standard fast lands still too, and those are the opposite.
Yeah, Kaladesh fast lands. So those are the opposite of these lands.
So they're allied then.
I don't know. Ally or enemy.
They're the opposite ones. So it works out really good.
I always forget.
For 3-colored.
Yeah, we were talking about Grixis Pirates.
Yeah, that's
you have Canyon Slow and Dragon Skull Summit. For red black, then you have Fetid Pools and Drowned Catacomb
for blue
black, and then you have your Spire Bluff Canal for your red blue. So it's really really good mana fixing.
It's gonna make tri-lands or tri-colored decks.
Yep. There's some really cool flip cards coming out. Now they're not traditionally flip cards. They're not like werewolves or
like Delvin.
Yeah, they're not. They're really cool. Because the back sides are really powerful cards, and you'll notice the abilities. So they have like a weird front that does something cool.
So there's one, the green one that's really popular, I think, in modern elves.
Growing Rights of Itlamok.
Itlamok? Okay.
Growing Rights of Itlamok.
And what it does is you reveal a top 4, I believe, and you take a creature from those and put them in your hand, and the rest of them in the bottom. And then at the end of your turn, if you control 4 or more creatures, you just flip it, and it becomes a Gaia's Cradle, which is it's a land that taps for green or taps for green.
It kind of a better Gaia's Cradle because it taps for a colorless.
Yeah. No, I think it taps for green or.
Oh, it could. I know it taps for. I know one of it has two tap abilities. One of them is tap for get 1 green mana for each creature you control, which is Gaia's Cradle, which is insane.
Which is
And then the other one is either it taps for 1 mana of either colorless or green.
I think it's green.
But regardless, it taps for mana when you don't have creatures. So
it's only a 3-drop. So by turn 3, you should probably have enough to trigger that end step. Most of the time.
It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be commander playable. To be honest, that kind of thing, who knows what we could see it in. It could be Legacy Elves, Modern Elves. I don't know. It has so much potential.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be absolutely a crazy card.
There's one that I don't know what all the fronts do, but I know there's one that returns into a Maze of Ith, where you tap and remove a creature from combat, but it also taps for mana. So it does other stuff. There's one that flips over into land that taps for 3 mana. There's one that flips over into one that taps for mana or pay 3 and deal 3 damage to a creature or player.
Yeah, so that's
not sacrifice it, just keeps doing it every turn.
There's also the black one turns over and you can sacrifice a creature, gain life equal to its power.
Yeah, that's a really cool one.
That's a really cool one because it only flips if you have 5 or less life, but you can pay 2 and pay a life and draw a card. So.
Yeah, so the flip cards are really cool. They're going to see definitely play them in Standard and Commander, but the backsides have so much power level that maybe we'll see in other stuff. We're going to finish this off with our 5 favorite cards.
From
this set. The set we've been talking about.
Yes.
This whole video.
Yeah, with the dinosaurs and the pirates and stuff.
So I'll start it off with my number 5 is... I already forgot the name of the card. It's going to be here, but I call it Wrath to Exile. It's 4 white mana.
Or 2 and 2.
Yeah, okay, it's 4 mana, 2 white and 2 colorless. At an instant speed, exile all attacking creature target player controls.
Yeah.
And then for each creature exiled this way, that player looks for a basic land and puts it in tap. Now, it seems like a really big advantage mana ramping your opponent. However, exiling their entire attacking creature board at instant speed, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's going to be really big against dinosaurs, I feel.
Yeah.
Because you just exile their huge guys.
And then,
and it doesn't trigger their enrage.
And the thing is, people don't play that many basics.
Yeah. I don't
Like,
know. Especially since we were talking about the check lands and stuff.
Yeah,
there's not gonna be a lot of
If
basics.
it's a 3-color deck, that's gonna be really, really good. You're gonna maybe give them like a couple lands, because they're probably gonna play a couple. Is Evolving Wilds in this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So people might be playing Evolving Wilds and already get their lands out of their deck. So I think Wrath of Exile sees a place in Standard for sure. I think
possibly Commander. That's possible. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
because a lot of people go Infinite with like a bunch of 1/1.
Oh man,
like Zealous
can you even imagine the Kiki Jiki?
Yeah.
Zealous concept. I'm gonna swing in for 1 million. All right, well I'm gonna
exile
all of them. You'll get 1 million lands if you have them.
Good luck. So yeah.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Vraska's Contempt. It is a 2 black and 2 instant speed. Exile a target creature or planeswalker, and you gain 2 life. I think it's gonna see play in Standard just because it's kind of like Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, and Other End.
And Other End, yep.
This is gonna be
it's just a staple. I mean,
it's gonna be a standard.
There's so many
removal.
planeswalkers.
Yeah.
So I think that it's gonna be really good in Standard. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be in Commander as well.
Yeah.
I don't know about Modern, probably not Modern, but
No, it's probably too much for Modern, but it's an instant speed, obviously. So you also can get that back with Torrential Gearhawk.
yeah. And you gain 2 life. I don't know why not.
Why not?
Why not
Gain 2 life?
Gaining 2 life could put you over the top of like a mono red.
Yeah, exiling a Hazoret and
Yeah.
gaining 2 life against the red deck wins. Running that
Seems
red
really good.
seems pretty good. My number 4 is Unclaimed Territory. It's a lot like Cavern of Souls, except it doesn't give you the uncounterable thing. Everything else, it taps for colorless. When it enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type, and you may tap it for 1 color of the cast for any of that creature type.
So it's gonna be super good for the tricolor, like dinosaurs, pirates, all of the merfolk,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
In Modern, one of the main reasons that Merfolk doesn't play a lot of green is because of the land base, and a lot of green Merfolk. And there's a lot of green Merfolk being printed in the set. When you have 4 Cavern of Souls and 4 Unclaimed Territory, you're no longer bound really of carrying, and with your 4 Aether Vials.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, they can tap for blue or green. You can run your green-blue duels like Botanical Sanctum, Breeding Pool. If there's any reason for Merfolk to start running green, it's because of the Merfolk in this deck, or in this set, and land.
My number 4 is Hostage Taker, which is a 4-drop pirate, which you're gonna see a lot of pirates on the list because I love them. But
Almost all pirates.
all pirates, because I'm building it in Standard, I can't help it. It's a 4-drop, 2 and a blue and a black. You exile any of their. It's an artifact or creature.
Exile an artifact or creature,
And then
until it leaves the battlefield. However,
which makes it way better than any other O-ring effect. You can also cast that spell, and you can use mana of any color.
it's pretty strong. It's probably the best O-ring effect, where you not only get it out of the game, but then next turn untap and get it for yourself.
Yeah, so like
For good. For no.
I can think
No
of like
other
Heart of Kiran, just taking the Heart of Kiran for some reason, no reason.
My number 3, and this is probably because so much Merfolk's being printed in this set, I thought this one was going to make the biggest impact. It's Kopala, something else. It's a Merfolk, 2 blue and a 1, 2/2 Merfolk, and whenever a Merfolk creature is targeted by a spell, they have to target it with 2 more. So a lot of Merfolk decks play Kira, because it says whenever a creature is targeted, it's counter for the first spell. But it's not a Merfolk, it's a spirit. So this one will have the advantage of being pumped by your lords and having Island Walk and putting a clock on, as well as protecting your Merfolk.
So I mean, it'll be played definitely in Standard Merfolk if that becomes a thing.
Yeah, if there's a standard Merfolk deck, this is for sure going in.
And then it might be in the Modern one as well, depending on how you want to play the deck. So,
Yeah, it could just not be as good, or it could be maybe a wash, or it could be better. And I'm sure that probably within the first 4 weeks we'll find that out.
My number 3 is Opt, which is a 1 mana instant speed, scry 1, and then draw 1. So I think that this is going to be super good in almost probably every blue deck.
This is a reprint.
Standard.
This is a reprint, right?
Yes, it is.
So this is a reprint, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long
Because it's not a modern playable card.
So
until Ixalan. Until now.
Until 2 weeks from now.
Until September 29th.
Put it on your calendar. But yeah, I think it's gonna be played in a lot of things, and this is another one that I'm going to be putting in pirates. So
right.
That's why it's on my list. But I
yeah,
think
it's gonna
powerful.
It's gonna go into any tempo counter control deck in modern.
Yeah, like Jeskai, anything that runs
Jeskai,
Serum
Grixis, Death
Vision.
Shadow. Basically, the only decks that aren't going to replace Serum Visions or I guess the only run sleight of hand out of the combo decks. The only ones that aren't going to replace Serum Visions are those combo decks.
So like Ad Nauseam.
They do Storm, Ad Nauseam, the ones that want to get deeper into their library to get their combo pieces. So Opt is going to be really good for modern. It's going to change some things. My number 1 and your number 2 are the same.
Yes,
It's the Pirate Lord.
The Pirate.
I love it for Commander. He loves it for Standard. I think it's going to be a really fun card to build around.
Yeah, and we kind of went over its power level, but I just think that pirates are going to be super good because it's Grixis, so like you have the control shell, you have Fatal Push, stuff like that, Abrade, some of the best removal spells in the format, standard format, and you also have.
Fair than aren't bad removal spells in command or modern either.
No, they're not.
Fatal Push is obviously good. Abrade is arguably good.
It's not bad. I mean, Affinity,
lots of artifacts.
It's not bad against Affinity and stuff. So, but it's going to be, and it also has a great ability tied into it with like stealing their stuff for no reason. If you have 3 pirates, so I just think
there's a lot of weird pirates. There's a lot of flying pirates. There's a lot of pirates with evasing with menace. It's not necessarily going to be too difficult
to get 3 of them.
Yeah, too difficult to get 3 pirates to attack someone.
And it doesn't have to be him, so he doesn't even have to attack.
Yeah, any 3 pirates.
Yeah, any 3. So it could happen the turn you play him.
That's true. Yeah, you could.
So
my number 1, I like Jace. The Jace card, we already talked about it. I think it's really cool. I love 3-drop planeswalkers. I think it's changing the game in a way that is going to affect a lot of formats. Not necessarily the card itself, but the reasons behind the planeswalker rule change is going to change a lot of formats. I really like the card.
I mean, 3-drop planeswalkers on their own they're never
the thing
awful.
is I never trust anyone that says a 3-drop planeswalker is bad until everyone thought Liliana Last Hope was awful and we'll never see play
in every format.
And now it was a standard powerhouse. It's made its way into modern. Now
it's
that
also in Legacy.
Yeah,
in some sideboards. So.
Now that the planeswalker rule has changed, it's going to even see more play in modern. You can play Veil and Hope simultaneously.
Yeah.
So I don't trust people's criticism on 3-drop planeswalkers until we get to practice with it and see.
Yeah. And my number 1 is the Gaia's Cradle-ish land, the flip card. I think flip cards are going to be really good. And this one in particular, in Elves and Modern, that's where it's going to shine the most, I feel. I feel like it might see standard play.
It's going to be really interesting seeing that card in all formats.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I think the biggest impact is going to be Elves in Modern, because they can flip that turn 3 and have like untap with like so much land the next turn.
Yeah, you can Cord, you can Crater Hoof, you can maybe get an Emrakul.
Yeah, it's just gonna be insane. You can Azuri a bunch of times, activate it.
Yep.
It's just gonna be insane. I think it's gonna be great.
What do you guys? We're gonna link below the link to the spoiler for where you can look at all the cards for Ixalan. Let us know what your favorite cards are.
It better be the Pirate Lord.
It better be the Pirate Lord. You better love pirates.
Better love them.
Or they're gonna come and
you're gonna see them.
They're gonna come and steal from you. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think anyone who's playing Dragons and Commander right now are gonna love dinosaurs in Standard.
Those dragon players.
Because they love fatties, man.
I don't even know why they did that. Why did they make Dragon Commander? it's too strong and
Yeah, the Ur Dragon, man.
Anyway,
that's off topic. We want to know from you what your favorite cards are. So.
what is your favorite cards from Ixalan?
And we want to see you at pre-release
September.
This
weekend, September 23rd. We have midnight, Friday night, Saturday morning, 12:01 is the first one.
Yep. And Saturday's for the boys. So
Saturday's for the boys. Oh man.
And girls.
Can I get a heck yeah?
Heck yeah!
So Saturday,
come
on in. Come to pre-release. We have Two-Headed Giant at 1 p.m. on Saturday. So get a friend, play against the other people. And then 6 p.m. Saturday night, and
Sunday.
And Sunday at 1 p.m. And I'm gonna throw another link below on where
our events page
and our last video talking about the events. And it's probably gonna end up at the end of the video, like right here, right here.
Ixalan's gonna be fun.
Ixalan's gonna be great. Hope to see you this weekend. Hope to see you at release day. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see the standard decks.
Yeah.
Stay classy.
Bye.